So one of the problems that students most often face is a formatting and assigning page numbers automatically to a project and a thesis. So students, you should not be worried about it. So the only thing is that you need to complete your project first, and then you need to do this formatting at the end. So the first thing is from acknowledgement to onward. So you need to remove the formatting for all the content. So what you can do, so you need to select the content from acknowledgement to till the end of the thesis. So I have selected the whole documents, you can see, and now I'm going to remove its formatting. So from these styles, so you can see the normal. So I did this. Now you need to assign its font style. So I'm say selecting Time New Roman and selecting the font size 12. So I did this. Now you can see it is a left justified. So I'm going to do it justified option. So justify option. So I done this. So that's the first thing that you need to do. Now you can see almost all of the contents of your thesis will be in some presentable form. So you can see that. So again, so that's the first job that you need to do. After this, you need to decide the font style, size of the headings. So now go to styles and you will have this kind of options. You can see, and from this you need to modify the heading. So I'm going to clicking on this drop down arrow, and I'm going to modify the option heading 1. So you can see that heading 1 is Cambria. So I don't need this one. I need Time New Roman. Font size is 16 is okay, and you can see this color is something different, so I want a black color, so I select this one. So now you can see the heading 1 is like on the left side, but I want in the middle, so I have selected this one, and now you can see it's in the middle. And you can see after the heading first there is no space, so I want to increase the space. You can see there are two arrows, upward and downward, so I'm going to select on this. When I select this one, you can see that before this heading there is a 18 pence, and after the headings there is a like 6 pence. So this is okay. So I have assigned the heading 1. Now similarly you need to do the same for heading 2. So again modify it. So it is 14, it's okay. Again you can say font style is Arial black. So I don't this one, I need Time New Roman, and then color black, it's okay. And here you can see it's on the left side, again it's okay. But you can see the space after the heading is 0 pence. So I need to increase the space. So in this way I have increased the space, and now you can observe that it is a 16 pence, right? So again done. Heading 2, let's do the same for heading 3. Again modify it, it's 12. Again change this font style from Cambria to Time New Roman, and change this color, I want black. And on the left side it's okay. Again there is a little no space after the heading, so I'm going to increase the space after the heading, so to 6 pence. Again it's okay. Let's do the same for heading 4. So I think at least decide heading up to 4. Again it's your Time New Romans. Again I'm assigning 12, but I'm assigning italic, changing the color to black, and again say I'm increasing the font size after the heading. So now you can see that I have assigned all the headings. So first thing, remove the formatting, and then after do you need to assign the heading. So now come to our thesis. So now we have done our job. So you think that there is a space between the acknowledgement and like these contents, so this is unnecessary mean enter, so we need to remove it. So I remove it. Now acknowledgement is a heading 1 or a 2. I think it's a heading 1. So you can see I just click on heading 1, so heading has been assigned. Again go to the next page. So this is statement of declaration. It should be heading 1, so I'm just going to select on heading 1, it has been selected. So this is the unnecessary space I'm going to remove. So abstract, again it should be heading 1. Table of contents, it should be heading 1. Then this chapter, it should be heading 1. And the purpose of study, it should be heading 2. So you need to just heading 2. Just select it and assign, click on heading 2. Contribution of study, so you need to have heading 2. Done. So now you can see it's a chapter 1 heading has been assigned to chapter 1. So this is like unnecessary space. So the next chapter is starting from the middle of the page. I think it should start from the next page. So I'm going to insert page break so that it should move to the next page. So this is chapter 2. So I need to assign a heading 1. So this is heading 1, and there's unnecessary space between this. So let's remove it. And like again, it's a heading 2, I think. Yes, heading 2. Scroll down and just find the next heading. Oh, conclusion. Again, it's a heading 2. Just move to the next chapter. So we done the chapter 2nd. So this is a project of my students, so I'm just formatting it. So again, this is chapter 3, so it should be heading 1. Heading 1, introduction should be heading 2, and this way, this heading 2. And hypothesis development should be like there is, you can see there is unnecessary space, so you can remove it. First, like yes. Now you need to assign heading 2, and this should be heading like 3. Again, we can modify it because heading 3 is the same. I think we made some mistake. We haven't bolded, so again we can make changes. So let's go to heading 3. What see it says? Perhaps modify it. I don't know what's the problem. Why it's not giving me to modify these options. So let me check later. So you can. Oh yes, modify, and then modify you can do a black, and similarly I think for heading 1 you can modify, and even it wasn't bold, so I done that. Okay, so now you can see the changes. So this should be heading again heading 3. This should be heading perhaps heading 4, or maybe heading 3, again heading 3. It should also be heading 3, again heading 3. So these are hypotheses of a student. So conclusion, it's mean we done the chapter third as well. So let's go to the chapter 4. So there's unnecessary space here. So firstly, remove this unnecessary space because something you have to do it manually. So now you need to assign methodology. You need to assign chapter 1. So heading, this is heading 2. This is again heading 2, heading 2, heading 2. And the conclusion, this is heading 2. So you done the chapter 4. This is chapter 5. Again, you need to, it should start from the next page. So page break and then assign heading 1, heading 2, maybe heading 3, maybe heading again 3. This should also be heading 3. So this may be heading 2. So we done the chapter 4th as well. So this is chapter 6. So again, it should be heading 1. This should be heading 2. This unnecessary space, remove it, and heading 2. Oh, so you done. So this is limitations. This is again heading 2, I think. So you done. Now you have assigned headings to all the headings. You have assigned headings and subheadings. So you done everything. Now what you need to do? Now you need to generate a table of content. So if you have already, if you haven't generated the table of contents before, so what you can do, go to reference, and then you can say here table of contents, click here, and you can select any style, like you select in this way, or you can say heading 1, you can select any style, right? So you can select that. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to update because I already generated the tables of contents, and I'm just going to update it. Or what I can do, I can just delete this one and then I can generate a new table. I think that's nice. So yeah, so yes, going to insert a reference and then insert table of contents. So I'm generating, I prefer this style. So let's do that. And now you can see the table of content has automatically been generated. Look into this. There things are appearing in a just like you can see this acknowledgement and then statement declaration, abstract. This is chapter 1, chapter 2, and so on. Like it's heading. How beautiful it is. Look into this. So we done this every job in just 10 to 15 minutes. So in this way, you can format your thesis. Thank you very much for watching EB Forum. For further improving your skills, keep watching EB Forum. Thank you very much. Take care.